that run.
Hey there, Critique.
Hey there, Crime.
Are you about ready to go on vacation?
Yeah, I've even gone through currency exchange already. Yeah. Unfortunately, they're only about $10 each, so...
That's okay. It'll still save my life.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Metroid Crime, and I'm super happy to be here today running Sonic Mania Hang Glider % with Amy Rose, who is not actually normally a playable character. This is actually a fan mod, and we are not doing the entire run of the game. We are doing a very shortened category called Hang Glider %, in which Amy is going to reach the hang glider and then go on vacation. You about ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. As soon as I hit start on this no save file, we will get started. So I'm going to give you a countdown of 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. Hello, everyone. I'm Critique Chords, and this is Amy Sonic Mania Amy Hang Glider %. So Amy's not actually in the base game or DLC, actually. This was a fan-made mod put together by Troop Sushi and Codename Gamma. And shout-outs to Codename Gamma, who did a lot of coding for this. Amy replaces one of the standard characters,
yes.
Mighty, so you can't actually play as Mighty while Amy's on downloaded, but that's okay because we prefer Amy. Amy's a great lady.
Yes.
She has unique abilities and unique moves that will be coming up as we go through the run. But I would also like to shout out. Oh, we're already at this.
We're already at the boss here.
Okay, this is Green Hill Zone 1, Act 1, or I'm sorry, Green Hill Zone Act 1, and it's really based off of the Green Hill Zone from Sonic and Sonic 2 and Knuckles. So yeah, just playing on nostalgia here.
Yeah, absolutely. These are basically remixes of classic Sonic levels for most of the levels we're going to see. We're only going to see 4 levels in this run. So usually the first act of each level is kind of similar. There's a lot of really similar elements to other parts in classic Sonic 1, 2, 3, and CD. And then the second level just ends up kind of being a remix. Oh, well, you just went the wrong way there. Let's just do that.
Yeah. We're going so fast, we're missing jumps and skips and stuff. We've got to slow down a little bit. All right, as we speed through Green Hill Zone 2, I just want to mention that this is Hang Glider %. What does Hang Glider % mean? It means that Amy needs a vacation, just like us. And so we are trying to get to the 3rd level, Flying Battery, and it's 2nd act. And there is a trick Crime can do to reach a portion of the level you're not supposed to access. And we're just going to grab on a hang glider and go on vacation. This boss is really easy, dies super quick.
Yeah, if you've seen Sonic 2, might remind you of the final boss there, a Death Egg. Awesome, and we're already through Green Hill. That was very fast.
Yeah, zooming right along. We also have to save the animals because despite what other people might say, you have to save the animals. Sonic is a staunch supporter of that. And this is the 2nd level. What is the 2nd level,
This is Chemical Plant Zone. So actually, in Chemical Plant Zone 1, there's a lot of really similar elements to the level from Sonic 2. So it's actually, I know a little bit of the speedrun of that, so it helps actually with routing this one. So I'm actually about to come up to a point here where I have to do a very specific hammer jump up here to make it up to the next level.
You have to be stationary while you're doing this and then move.
There we go.
Which is why it's so specific. You mentioned during your interview that you like quick speed runs. How many other people play this category?
Actually, no one at the moment. I would love for more people to speedrun this, actually. There are actually leaderboards for the other characters for Hang Glider, but nothing for Amy yet, so I would love to have a few other people try this out if you think this is interesting. It's a really fun run. It's a really short run. And we're just going to grab a ring there.
Did you get the early hits on that?
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can actually hit 4 hits on that before it even goes into the water, which is great. Kind of tricky to time. But it only takes 6 hits to defeat that total, so it's not too bad if you just, if you get hit and...
Yeah. All right, so into Chemical Plant Zone 2, this is where they add a new mechanic. I think it is unique to Mania, in which there is bouncy liquid.
It's JELL-O. Look at this JELL-O.
It's JELL-O.
Blue raspberry.
Yes. What's your favorite type of JELL-O?
It's actually blue raspberry.
Let's go. Blue raspberry enjoyers, please show up in chat. So through Chemical Plant, once again, very similar in design, but they have these fun cylinders that you're supposed to like run into, but Crime just kind of walks. So it looks a little silly.
There's tubes.
More JELL-O. Yeah, I think now's a good time for a donation or two if you would like, Nicole.
I absolutely would like. I have $25 from Zokubun that says, Prime, I'm not sure if this is what we meant when we asked you to take a vacation. Thinky emoji face. Keep going fast and flying high. And while we're at it, chat, I'd love to see us send that total raise number soaring towards the Katamari Forever bonus game. Thank you so much for your donation. I also have $15 from Prince of All Cosmos that says, distant rolling noises. We are at 40,890, so only $4,110 away to hit that bonus game. Let's go, chat.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Nicole. The structure of this game is each level has 2 acts, and each act has its own boss. We're coming up onto the Chemical Zone 2 boss, right?
Very soon. We have to deal with this guy here. Oh, and also not get squished there, because I have done that many times.
I like the slow-moving stairs. That is an emerald ring. We really want to avoid those because they take
We do not want to accidentally run into one of those. We'll end up in a mini game, and I don't know how to play them because I don't play them.
Let's see. More mnemonic tubes that are perfectly hedgehog-sized. This is the hardest part of the run.
This is a really big RNG section here. So we're playing Puyo with Dr. Robotnik, who is, I'm pretty sure he's cheating, but it's fine. It's okay. We can deal with this. Suspected from him, honestly.
An ongoing joke every time I hop into Crime's chat is if you manage to defeat Robotnik, you just deserve a world record in Puyo because he is obviously cheating. And so while we wait for this stack to build up and Dr. Robotnik to stop cheating, if there are any more updates you would like to make, that would be great, Nicole.
Absolutely. I got a $20 donation from Runaway Turtles. No comment, but thank you for your donation. And a $50 donation from Chief Beef 100. Let's go, Metroid Prime. I hope Amy enjoys her much-deserved vacation.
Thank you.
More Puyos. Is it Puyo or Puyo?
Puyo.
Yeah. I always thought it was funny that it's also the sound Kirby. But
I never played a ton of Mean Bean Machine really when I was growing up. I actually played a lot of Columns, which is probably kind of a weird, obscure game for Genesis. I had a Sega Genesis growing up, so Sonic 1 was kind of like my... I really like Sonic 1. It's a game that I played a lot of, and then obviously Sonic 2 and Sonic 3. I really love the classics so much.
Yeah. I was going to ask, what's your favorite Sonic
It is
game?
Sonic 1. Yeah,
okay.
100%. I don't like spin dashing. Which is a weird thing, I guess, but I really like how Sonic 1 feels.
Mm-hmm. We look like we are getting close to defeating Robotnik in perhaps his most evil scheme yet. Puyo, making you play Puyo in a Sonic game. This feels so slow. Because Sonic is so fast. You just want to go fast, and the game's like, no, slow down.
There we go. Robotnik, please.
I like how he falls like he's been dumped by one of those carnival rides. I think that's funny.
Send him into the JELL-O pool.
But then he'd bounce. That's even worse. He'd bounce back up. Maybe he'd hit his head. That's mean. All right. So we are going into Studiopolis Zone 1. So this is actually a new level. Crime has to concentrate there so she can remember to go back and hit that bouncer pad. And now we're zooming. This is the first original level for Mania. There's a lot of bouncing pads and those silly. They look like they look like balloons.
Yeah, they're actually. You can find them originally in Carnival Night Zone in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. They were terrible there, and they're terrible here too.
Yeah. I'd also like to give a shout out to Eggman's branding. It's very solid. I'm sure he has a great social media team keeping him out of jail because he really should be arrested at this point. I don't know why he hasn't been.
Endangering animals constantly.
Yeah, like that's his whole rivalry with Sonic. Like Sonic is an animal. Come on. Anyways, I like the bounce pads in a circle that spin. We have a pretty precise coming up in Zone 2. This boss.
So this boss is also an RNG section. The missiles come out in a certain order, so it's the middle missile there. We want to hit the blue one, so we're going to jump over these other ones with our quick hammer jump here. If we're speeding up really quickly, we can do this jump. If we are not going fast when we do that jump, we kind of just hit the hammer in place, which is not great.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter too much because it's an auto-scroller and you'll move regardless, but in general...
Yeah. You want to go fast. It always feels bad when there's an auto scroller in a speed game. You just want to go. We have 2 more missiles left. So Nicole, if you have any updates you want to make, now's a great time.
Absolutely. We are almost at $41,000 raised, and I have a $50 donation from Evan. Looking forward to see Amy peace out and leave this whole Robotnik problem for someone else. Good luck, Crime. I hope it's a Puyo and not a Plano.
Thank you.
There's also like different routing for the different characters in this game, right?
Yeah, a little bit. You can actually, I believe you can skip both Puyo and this level depending on what characters you're using. Like you can play with 2 characters at once. Like you can have Tails and Sonic. And so you can use characters to fly over the level basically and avoid this whole section.
Yeah.
There we go.
And I mentioned it earlier. Troop Sushi, I believe, did the art for this mod.
Very
it looks
amazing
great.
sprite work for this game.
Yeah. And the game itself looks amazing as well. But Amy looks like she fits in perfectly. This is Studiopolis 2. We're actively going into Eggman's. It seems like
things so much. Okay, 1, 2. There we go. There we go.
So fun fact, Crime was kind enough to give me notes for this game, and in those notes, it wasn't a PowerPoint, but it was laid out by each level and zone, and in Zone 2, Studiopolis, it has in all caps, Crime hates these things. So I was expecting that. Yeah, that was not a surprise. I like the late night show aesthetic that, or even like contest show aesthetic Eggman has going for him. Very good. I also just love the color palette of these.
Yes, I love these rainbow cables. They are so cool looking.
Yeah. If I could actually...
Sorry to interrupt. We did hit $41,000.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you so much for that update, Nicole. Let's see. What else? We're going down a funnel now. Again, Eggman's like layout and his budget for hedgehog-shaped like spaces is too great. It's honestly worrying. And this is what I meant by that precise jump earlier. You mentioned that if we enter that at the wrong angle, you just bounce back out.
Yeah, and then we have to do the whole thing again. And one time I've ended up, there's a ring, actually a giant ring to the left of there, and I've one time flung myself out so far that I ended up inside of a special stage.
Wow. That's amazing. That's hilarious. I don't know about anybody else, but 2D scrollers are hard for me to keep up with because I can never tell where I am in the level vertically, but it's interesting to know there's even more stuff behind things. This boss is weather themed, but it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Gone now.
We don't need to know the weather.
Also, shout out to the chicken there. I believe there's a prize of that chicken somewhere around here.
We open up the pressure cooker there, let all the animals free.
Yeah. Again, save the animals or you're wrong and Sonic disagrees.
You wouldn't want to disappoint Sonic.
All right, this is Flying Battery Zone 1. We are coming up towards the end of the run. I mentioned Hang Glider earlier. It's a very precise trick.
that's not what I want to do.
Again, try to launch ourselves at a certain direction that we're not supposed to be able to access. And there's a 2-frame window to pull back on the controller in order to reach the hang glider. This level is really interesting because there is a lot of insta-death jumps. There is a lot of wind mechanics and flying mechanics. There's a lot going on in this level. There's also a ton of enemies.
Yes.
I like those cylinder things. I don't know if it's supposed to look like Amy is running up the walls or if she's running like along, like being spun through them like she's flying, but it's cool regardless. Another hammer jump there.
Okay, and we're gonna go over here, and can we make it? Oh,
Bounce.
no, it's okay.
Oh, no.
We're gonna go and look at these. Oh, I have no rings, so I'm gonna be careful a little bit there.
Let's go. So what Crime was intending to do there was jump high enough on that pad to get to the fans and be able to move across by flying as opposed to
Yeah, you can kind of go over the top of them.
Yeah. All right. All right. So if you watch Metroid Crime's streams on Twitch, that's the point I always start watching. There's no cycles or anything, so you do have to wait there until that third set of missiles launches and opens up the path.
I do a little spin here to avoid hitting the third one on the way down.
Yep. And there's another cylinder, but vertical. And here is the boss. Hey, did you know Eggman has trash taste? Well, he definitely has a lot of trash. Here we are fighting him in what is basically a garbage disposal bin.
Lots of badniks there. Badniks past.
Yeah. And so we are rapidly coming up to the end of the run, and I would like to just go ahead and get my shout outs out of the way. So, hi, I'm Critique Quartz. If you are interested in following me, I'm Critique Quartz on all of my platforms. If you can't find me by that name, I'm not there. So if you want to see what I'm doing, please follow me somewhere. Other than that, I'd like to shout out Lady Arcaders. They're a great community that works to give women chances to experience streaming, and there's a lot of work going into that, so please check them out. And a big shout out to one of our producers and one of my friends, Rin or Dragon Rin. They are one of the first people I met in speedrunning community. They're great. They're always trying to make sure people have the tech knowledge they need to be successful and do stuff like this.
Absolutely.
Also, shout outs to you, Crime, for having me on your couch.
Thank you so much. Critique. I'm Metroid Crime. You can find me at twitch.tv/Metroid Crime or like on any social media service ever. I stream on Twitch Monday to Friday during the day. And I'd also like to shout out my community, the MCU, not that MCU, the Metroid Crime universe. Love y'all. Also, a huge shout outs to Lady Arcaders. Y'all are the best. Shout outs also to the Sonic speedrunning community. You all are very welcoming, and I appreciate you. That was the final checkpoint before we attempt this trick now. So we either get it or we don't, and then we retry.
Yeah. One thing I haven't mentioned, Crime has 8 lives, which means she has 8 tries. Codename Gamma was very kind and programmed a soft restart feature for her.
Yes.
Go.
Oh my god, I did it. I did it first try. Okay, let's go. Whoa, okay. Oh my goodness.
All right,
yeah, we got a flight to catch.
Bye. Bye.
Well, that was an amazing run. There to go. All right, chat, how you doing? We are at $41,105 out of the $45,000 needed for our Katamari game to unlock. We are only $3,895 away. We can do that. We have the next run to get through that. There is not much time left. Chat, if you want to see Katamari, and I know you do, we all want to see Katamari. It's a very good game. Then you go ahead and get those donations in so we can see more Flame Fatales. I have a $10 donation from Do that says, hey, Crime, I'm new. I mean, Do. Good luck with the hang glider run. Go fast. Crime went incredibly fast. In fact, they're gone now. They're just absolutely, they're out. They're gone. So thank you so much for hanging in with us. Again, we are just so itching up to that Katamari run, which I would love to see again, one of my favorite games, and we only have until the end of the next run to get that met. So let's go ahead and get those donations in for a fantastic cause, Malala Fund, and to see more Flame Fatales. And hang in with us. We're about to go to see an interview for that run, so sit tight.